That wrestling community does hate me, though. I'll tell you what. I haven't had that type of... Since the Ohio State people on Twitter. And I want to let them know, I fucking hate them, too. So
fuck them.
Hey, I'll let you know, I hate you, too. That is how I feel. In 9 days, I honestly... It's not real war, obviously, but we are going to war with a group of humans. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put on a fucking hell of a show. And I am going to look good. I am not going to look bad. And I'm going to be undefeated like I am right now whenever Sunday the 23rd comes around, the day of SummerSlam.
I'm going to tell you, and this is an unbiased opinion, and those who know where I came from, obviously...
Sorry, worked WWE for 11 And his name, and by the way, his name is not Sincere. It's Mansory.
Shout out to AJ Hawk.
Yeah,
shout out to AJ Hawk.
AJ could not get his name.
Where's Vinny Sincere? Heard that like 5 different times.
Sorry, but
I think I got Mitch, Matt, Mark.
Yeah, you got Mitch a few times.
Yeah.
AJ better than advertised, by the way, in person.
My God.
I never spent time with AJ in person. We've always FaceTimed. We've been around each other a little bit. We did the college tailgate show together, and there was another time we were in together in the same room. These past 2 days, getting a chance to hang out with him and Darius Butler with the boys. I mean, it was
what a time.
Fucking
what a time.
Darius Butler too. Also,
weapon, 100%. But anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Unbiased opinion.
Okay.
And what I've seen, obviously, from your work that you've been doing here and your training and everything. If I were Adam Cole, I wouldn't short sell Pat McAfee. And
or the wrestling community.
And if I were the internet wrestling community, I wouldn't short sell Pat McAfee.
Everybody can eat shit, by the way, in that wrestling community. I don't give a single fuck about any of them.
Well, I mean, look, right? Like, you're the outsider. So naturally, you're automatically going to be pegged as a poser, as a guy that doesn't belong, as a guy that can eat shit if he thinks he can do what the men and women that, step into that WWE ring do on a weekly basis.
You know what?
You're going to be hated regardless.
I agree. I'm going to be hated regardless. And by the way, I'm the first.
Maria Menounos got booed for fucking wrestling a match.
Well,
tough match.
Tough match. Tough room.
Right here, or you're talking
live?
She's probably a very nice lady. I don't know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She talked to me like I was a 12-year-old the entire time I was in the same room as her. I was very.
Whoa.
Is that
What was that, man? Sorry, you don't need to. She was very nice.
No, another laugh.
That's a laugh.
That sounds like the Joker there a little bit, but
Samson in there?
I've been at NXT longer than a lot of people that are in NXT right now, though. Doing the pre-shows. Now, not wrestling, obviously, but I've been doing work with NXT. Like, for instance,
that's where we met.
For instance, my contract with them did run out. Like, so everybody was like, "Oh, he's under contract with WWE." It's like, no, I was not. Whenever that whole Adam Cole thing was, because I did those pre-shows for so long,
and then you were done.
And I was done. And I was like, "Hey, my schedule's crazy. Your guys' schedule is crazy. I've enjoyed the hell out of it. I don't know if I just want to be a pre-show person for you guys, anyways. I think I kind of want to, get in." And they're like, "Well, we have somebody, so sorry, I'll see you later." So then whenever we go back and do something down there, I start looking around the room and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know many of these motherfuckers around here." And that's because the turnaround, obviously, and the amount of talent that's down there. But all these people there, I don't even know who. I've loved NXT since the beginning. I don't even know who this guy is. It's like, well,
you clearly haven't been
then
watching.
You didn't watch the fucking pre-show, did you, pal? Because I turned that thing into the show a couple times. I mean, so let's go ahead and relax. But I got a lot of respect for the business. And I think that is something that has not been talked about. I am not going to go in there and disrespect professional wrestling inside the ring. But I'm also not going in there and be a little bitch either. Let's not get it twisted.
You said it. You want to go in there and put on a damn show.
Fucking show in there. Yeah, man.
But to your point about respect, right? Anytime you ever came into WWE, specifically the NXT shows, you always did conduct yourself. You didn't fanboy, but you showed everyone that you had a deep appreciation for the art of the business, for the respect that the business is founded upon. You never went out of, you never belittled it, you never besmirched it, you never kind of hot dog or big time to anybody. I think that's what always made you a welcome presence. I like the dynamic that you now stepping in between the ropes.
Presents. This is a whole new world.
It's a whole new world.
And by the way, there's been a lot of conversation amongst friends and family here that are like, "How do you think this is going to go?" And I'm literally like, I have no idea. Now, granted, I've done stand-up in front of 6,000 people. I've kicked off a Super Bowl. I do a live show every single day. Especially, I do a live show the last couple months in unprecedented times. I've done a lot of things in my life. But getting in there, I have no clue how this is going to go. Like I'm actually kind of excited to see how I and I think I handle situations a little bit different than most people. And I think I've learned that the more I've talked to people about how they handle situations and think about things, I enjoy the thought of me potentially eating shit. Like there is I do stand up every once in a while. I'm not good enough to be doing it right now, and I've actually stopped doing it completely because I watched the last time I did it. I was like, then I watched Chappelle's show and Bill Burr show, and I'm like, all right, I do not need to disrespect the stage and the microphone ever fucking again like that. So until I get a good set, I'm gonna go do it. But when I walk out there, now granted, standing ovation every single time, sold out theaters, like 27 of them straight. I mean, let's not
off the plane.
Let's not get too crazy. Yeah. Yeah, let's not get too crazy here, okay? But sometimes when I'm up there, because I don't do like 4 shows a week, and the stories I'm telling, it's like the first time I'm telling them to a crowd, maybe to anybody, like a lot of people aren't hearing it. And every once in a while, I'll just like veer off of said story, and I'll be like, all right, well, fuck. Good luck with this one, getting out of this one. But like in front of 6,000 people, it's like my brain is just like fucking with me. Like, all right, good luck. Let's see if you can get out of this. And it's always like a little mental obstacle. Like, all right, how do we get back on track without ruining the entire flow of the show? I'm excited to see what happens. I'm very, very excited to see how and this might sound so incredibly self-indulging. I get very excited to see how I will react to things. Whenever I did commentating for SmackDown,
Sure.
Because I have no idea what the fuck's going to happen. Like, I have no idea how I'm going to react. And I think that is potentially a wild card thing that a lot of executives say about me, because they don't know how I'm going to act, because I don't know how I'm going to act. Whenever we were going to do that SmackDown commentary, I was on that plane just like so pumped. I'm like, what the fuck is going to come out of my mouth? I cannot wait to see how this goes. That's how I've been training my ass off here to hopefully put my best foot forward, because I was getting ready for the wedding. Mm-hmm. Right? Because I was getting ready for the wedding, and then this whole thing pops off, and it's like, well, I can carry that into this, and I've kind of kicked it up a notch, obviously.
235.
But I am very, very, I've lost like 20 pounds at this point, but I am very, very excited to see how it goes in there. But I am not scared at all. He yelled at me last night he got fucking angry on it. He got very angry in that promo, daring me to come see him next week or whatever. I am not scared at all.
Well,
anything.
Not to jump to his defense, but you did kind of kick his fucking head off.
I did, and he said that it was because he was being held back. Well, hate to break to you, pal. Cerebral, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I see an opportunity, fucking gone.
Bang.